Now it's time for our third match. Stoke City against a Spurs side that is slowly, and I think quite excitingly, going through a transitional period. Yesterday, for example, they gave a chance to a couple of teenagers, defender Mickey Stead and the much-admired 18-year-old Glenn Hoddle. The pictures come from ATV. The commentator is Hugh Johns. Spurs are in the all-yellow strip.
Lumsden for Robertson again. It was a bit short for Skeels. Taken away by Hoddle. Penniman. Stead. Haver gave the ball away. It's on from Moores to Hasselgrave. Greenhoff's getting set in the middle. Behind him, but it's on for Robertson to score. Well, Greenhoff did. 1-0. Greenhoff, 5 minutes into the game. All starting then with a bad bit of football between Stead and number 11, Jimmy Neighbour, down here in front of us. Hasselgrave was onto it, sped away across the box. Robertson looked as though he was going to shoot, but stuck up a perfect pass for Greenhoff to score. Lost his feet to Duncan, and Blore knocks it forward again. Greenhoff. Ball, Robertson. Willie Young gets it away. Pratt, nice little ball for Penniman, and Smith was thundering in on that. Now it's Hudson, and Smith's gone on again. Could be offside if he doesn't watch his step. Goes instead for Greenhoff. Smith still in the box, so's Moore. They've got height there now. Didn't get the ball up high enough. In again comes Skeels, and it's Penniman coming out for Spurs. Chivers to his left. Chivers now. Moores has come back to have a go at Chivers. Ball. Neighbour. He attacks Dodd. That's useful, and that's Duncan. Duncan, this eager engineering. Scott snaps up the equaliser. His 20th goal of the season. 28 minutes gone. That was a good breakout for Spurs. Chivers the ball across the park to Jimmy Neighbour. His cross into the box confused Stoke for a moment, and while they hesitated, Duncan was snapping the goal. Taking on Dodd, brought down by Dodd. And Dodd had better watch his step. He's already had one very, very firm word from referee Peter Willis. Penniman then with this free kick. Far post for Young. Smith up, and that was Pratt trying it. Duncan there, and in for Shivers. Needs a lob from Hoddle. He did tremendously well, Glenn Hoddle. 2-1 Spurs. 36 minutes gone. Glenn Hoddle in his first regular match for the side gets the applause of his colleagues. And Schultz shake of the head in anger as he puts Spurs 2-1 up, his first ever goal for the first team. Glenn Hoddle, 17 years old, someday for him. That ball bobbling about a long time, and certainly I thought with Shilton off his line, Hoddle might have chipped it, but he struck it hard instead. Smith, good head. And Summons finally gets it. Lumsden. Robertson in a chase, and Willie Young comes. Well, Stoke getting good support from a fairly sparse crowd. Moores, Hudson knocked out for the corner. Well, they're piling up the points in corners, Stoke. They haven't turned one to advantage yet. Salmon's over the ball. Jennings comes. And Moores blocked finally by McAllister. Boots flying all over the place then, and it was Moores who got the last touch, and McAllister just blocks it away for another corner. Going to bring off John Duncan, who has been limping quite considerably in this half. Referee Peter Willis, has he seen it? Yes, he has. Now we can have the substitution. John Duncan limps away after his contribution to the game, the equalising goal in the first half. And Chris Jones comes on. Here's the corner from Hudson. A lot of curl on that. And Moore's got there. It was off the line by Pratt. Superb curving corner from Hudson. A tremendous jump by Moores. Beat Jennings, and Pratt, the hero of the hour for Spurs, right on the goal line, knocked it away. Foul by Young on Moores. Hudson and Salmons. Hudson takes it, hoiks it in there for Moores. And that's a goal. No, Jennings got there from Smith. Pat Jennings really is the most remarkable fella. Smith shaking his head, can't believe it. Absolutely cannot believe it. Hudson's kick comes on. Smith heads to what looks like an empty net, and Jennings, a fantastic save. Jennings there again, gets the punch. Skeels. Hoddle gets it away. Salmons now. Moores tipped on, and Young knocks it away for the corner. Spurs soaking up a lot of pressure. They're still standing okay. Stoke's 8th corner, the second half. Salmons now to curl it in. It's good height. Moores, it was off the top of Chivers' head. Dodd in there again, but that'll come out nicely for Hoddle. Pratt calling for it left side. Hoddle going all the way to try, and it took a deflection, goes for a corner left side. That goal that he scored in the first half has added to the confidence of Glenn Hoddle. Certainly looking for a second one then. So Pratt will take the corner. The action swinging to the other end of the field. Pressure now on Peter Shilton, where it had previously been on Pat Jennings. But a Young beaten in the air by Dodd. Salmons didn't get it too far. Hoddle. Moores comes out. Perriman is there for Spurs. Our neighbour. Hoddle. And into his own player. The little chip back coming from Hudson to Shilton. Young's jump. It's from Robertson. And Stead was there to cover. Lumsden, that's not long enough. Chris Jones is going to get there. Oh, Bloor covered well. Lumsden, a dodgy moment for the youngster then. Moores. Young staying tight to Moores. Hudson on for Robertson, goes for Salmons. Now Spurs scamper back. Bouncing shot, and Jennings holds it. That was an awkward one for Jennings from Salmons. Hit early, hit the ground, seemed to pick up a bit of pace, bobbled a bit, and Jennings had to fall. Chivers gliding it off. Neighbour stopped by Salmons. Moores. Hudson takes over. Robertson, return ball for Hudson. Now Perriman joins in and does enough. Salmons. Dodd brought that down very, very well indeed. For Hudson. Osgood is covering. Stoke keeping the pressure up on that left-hand side. Law's gone up into the box with Smith. Salmons is going to reach and try and get to them. Hoddle got it away. Hudson. Moore's under this. Jennings, good punch. Still in there, though, for Salmons. Now Hudson. Moore's down and wide. Dennis Smith, who got on the end of it. Just wide of the goals.
So, a very valuable win that for Tottenham, and I'm sure a memorable one for young Glenn Hoddle. And after the match, Hugh Johns asked Glenn Hoddle for his reaction.
Well, I was obviously pleased, you know, especially with the goal, and pleased with me performance, you know, right up till sort of the last 10 minutes. I give a few balls away, you know, but which is a little bit understandable. First game, you know, but particularly pleased with the goal.
Yeah, was it a bit nerve-wracking though, coming out as a starter for the very first time?
Yes, it was. Yeah, very, especially away. You know, if you're at home with your debut and you've got some crowd behind you. But I enjoyed it still, and the lads helped me on.
Right. I think many of the Spurs fans will find you a bit of a new face. You're 18 years old. Where'd you come from, Glenn?
Well, I come from Harlow, and I was born in Hayes. So.
Well, you're dying to tell us about the goal, the match winner.
Yeah, well...
How did you actually get it yourself?
Well, it come out, I don't know who played it out, but come out and John Pratt said hit it, and, you know, so I hit it, and it was going like, and I see Shilton put his hand out, and I thought he'd tapped it round, and then I just saw it in the net. That was it.
And that's it for this week. But of course, we leave you today with a youngster who's got a wonderful future. I noticed this morning, incidentally, that the Spurs manager Terry Neal is imploring us not to make him an overnight star. Quite right. But remember the name, Glenn Hoddle of Tottenham, because this 18-year-old will always remember his first goal in the Football League.